My name is TJ Gamble, and this is Brewzle. But what does it actually take to get one of these in the state of Alabama?
So all told, we spent about $400, but this is what we got.
That's a good whiskey. There's a lot going on there.
All right, we are live this Monday evening. Hopefully y'all have had a good day, a good weekend, a good Father's Day. Didn't do too much, chilled out, relaxed a little bit, maybe, barbecued out or whatever folks do on days like that. I, on the other hand, did a little filming. We'll have some fun stuff coming up that we did over the weekend, and we are ready for a nice live stream here. Y'all let me know in the chat. Give me sound level is low. Should be the same level it's been being, but I can bump it up. Y'all just got to, I'm gonna have to step over there. Is it low for everybody? Too far from the mic. This same mic, same level we've been using, so I don't know why it would have changed. But let me bump it up just a second.
Hello, everybody.
Keep talking to him, Chief.
Hello, Kyle. Yeah, they say it's low. Could use some more volume. Low. Perfect.
So, ask him how that is.
How's this? Is this good, guys? Can y'all hear us? Josh says him and his wife are watching for the first time. Well, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Well, sorry, we had audio problems right out the gate.
Yeah.
It's the same levels we've been running. I don't know why it would be
Sounds
different.
good,
And I'm
better.
actually closer to the microphone. I'm not quite as, maybe it's actually the microphone's too close, so we're at more of an angle because I put some bottles behind it. So that may be what it is. Who knows? We'll move these bottles out of the way. Maybe that'll help just a little bit. Get that mic back at the right angle. I'm probably going to change to a different mic here soon anyway. All right, so we are doing a little fun thing today. Last week, we tried to find the best bottle of whiskey under $50, and it was to mixed results.
Yeah. We didn't agree.
We did not agree. We were close to agreeing. Like, our top two were the same, but the Knob Creek and the Rare Breed really stood out last week. This week, we moved it up to $75, and then we've allowed folks to vote. So I think the patron group voted on all of these, and we put a bunch of them out there, and we didn't want to duplicate, right? So this is really $50 to $75. And I may go back and blind the winners. We may throw that Knob Creek 9 and a Rare Breed in the next one and see if we can't, let them all battle it out. But these were the top 5 in our poll. So 5's kind of the right number for us to blind. Anything more than that, and it starts getting sloppy and out of hand real quick. So, which one do you think? You don't know much about any of these, do you?
No.
But you liked that Knob Creek last time, so that would
Creek,
probably
yeah.
be the favorite for you again this time. Because I think the 12 is better than the 9.
I feel like
The Jack Barrel Proof.
Yeah, I feel like I've had that for sure. I feel like I've had that one.
I know you've had that one.
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel like that one for sure is something.
Okay.
I don't know if I've had Old Forester. I'm not sure. And Russell's, I don't
Single barrel.
remember. Yeah, I don't know.
There's one variable here that might complicate this a little bit, in that Jack Daniel's bottle is a much fresher cork pop than the rest of them. I've had the 1920. That Russell's is the old label, so it's been around a little while. The Knob Creek 12's been here for a bit. The E.H. Taylor small batch isn't that old. It just gets drank a lot. So this is going to be interesting. I would say my favorite's probably going to be the 1920 or the Jack Daniels, but we'll see. I don't know. Once you start blinding them, we'll see. Because sometimes it's been a while since I've been back to several of them. You just never really know when you start actually tasting them against each other. Especially for me, it gets really weird because lots of times I can tell which one they are, and I still am like, I know this is the one I said would win, but this one's better to me today. And what's fun about blinds, if you're not doing blinds, try them, because they start really messing with a lot of your preconceived notions, and it's a lot of fun. You learn a lot about your palate doing them, and your palate changes.
Well, I know one thing. I'm not going to know what any of these are.
What do you want?
Before we find out, I'm not going to know.
You don't think you can guess the Knob Creek based on the flavor of the 9 from last week?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Okay.
No.
Well, we will find out
We'll
here
see.
in just a minute. Let's get these suckers out of the way. We're going to warm up our palates a little bit. We have a nice Michter's barrel strength bourbon that I picked up in the Louisville Bourbon Hunt video that just came out. So we're going to warm up our palates with that, catch up in the chat real quick, and then we will pour the blind on these 5 bottles. What's going on sipping in the South? Y'all let me know if y'all have ever had this Michter's limited release barrel strength. It's got, just poured half of it down the side of the bottle. And while we're going through this, let us know out of the 5 in the thumbnail, the Russell Single Barrel, E.H. Taylor, 1920 Old Forester, the Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof, or the Knob Creek 12, which ones y'all think will actually win in the blind. Give me an order in the chat, and it'll be interesting to see if any of you are right. I have not tried the Old Fitz 19, no. For a cheaper bottle for beginners, I've loved the classic Buffalo Trace or Wild Turkey. Yeah, those are both great.
I think the Fiji water messes with Jill's taste buds. I don't know about that.
It probably has. I don't know if I've tried the 2020 Michter's 10. I've tried several Michter's 10. I tried one this year, but I don't know if it was from this year. Jack Daniels, a lot of Jack Daniels guesses. Old Forester. Oh, that is so delicious. That's got a nice, it's got a nice deep caramel oakiness to it. Almost like a burnt caramel oakiness. Yeah. It's just delicious though. Like all sugar. It's like a dessert.
Which one was I saying?
Marissa.
Was it Ours I was saying that
from
had
Montana
like a
in
burnt
the house.
toffee? Was it Ours that I was saying that
burnt
about?
Toffee?
Like a, like you.
I don't recall.
I said that. I can't
Gotta
remember.
start writing down your tasting notes, Jill.
This is good though.
What's up, Jordan? Alan with the $9.99 super chat for wiping your bottle up because my buddies always make fun of me for it. Well, I did, it was all poured down the side of the bottle and I got grubby fingerprints all over it, so that happens. And I don't make fun of me. People make fun of me for everything. That's fun. Kenneth Robertson with the $2 super chat. E.H. Taylor for the win. Love the channel. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support to both of y'all.
That's E.H. Taylor.
That is the E.H. Taylor, yes. I don't think E.H. Taylor's going to win. And it's not that it's not fantastic. That's what's interesting about these is I love E.H. Taylor. If you would have asked me a year ago out of that lineup which one would be my favorite, it would have been hands down, without a doubt, E.H. Taylor. But now, as I drink more and more whiskey, as we try a lot of different things, I'm starting to like things with a little more flavor. Like I love that Buffalo Trace kind of sweet, fruity, floral notes, but I'm starting to really migrate toward things that have a little more rye in them. Believe it or not, I don't like full rye whiskey at this point most of the time, but like a high rye bourbon, something with a little more proof to it. That one's 100 proof. Some of these other ones are going to get a little higher. So that sweetness is good. If I'm just having one pour, the sweetness is good, but stacked up against a bunch of them with a lot of flavor, it can come across a little bland. Proof Hound. Oh, we got several things we got to talk about tonight. We've got some barrel pick updates we need to talk about. And, the barrel picks, we've got one coming up here next month. We're going to select some patrons to join us on that barrel pick over in Atlanta, Georgia. So sign up for the patrons if you would like. They have exclusive access to the barrel picks. So we'll drop the barrel picks first to patrons, but the number of patrons we're starting to get, it is unlikely they get past the supporters. We've also got a newsletter where you will get notified of barrel pick opportunities and news and things that are coming up. Some of it we discuss on the live stream, some of it we do not. And we also have a clips channel, which, they clip a lot of the segments and things from this live stream. So if you want to catch up in little bits without watching the entire live stream, should be a link for the clips channel here coming up shortly as well. What is it?
Someone was asking why they don't see much new riff on your channel. Josh was asking.
New riff. I don't have a lot of new riff. I think I've got one back here. I just honestly haven't picked up a ton of it. Nate, Streamlab going a little crazy over there. Thank you, Mika. Well, the channel has grown from 0 to what it is. We really started pushing a lot of new content to the channel in July. So July, I think it's the 5th, is when we really considered the start of the channel. I think we might have posted 1 or 2 TikToks before then.
So July 5th,
but we are,
a year?
Yeah, we're about to hit a year for the
Wow.
channel.
I was watching some old live streams. I went back and watched like the first one that was in that room in there, and I was like, whoa.
Come a long way already,
Whoa.
haven't we? Bob with the $4.99 super chat's got 1920 Jack Daniels Knob Creek 12. He gonna put E.H. Taylor last, I guess. Didn't even put it on the list,
Not
Bob.
even on the list.
Appreciate the support, and Bob loves the hunts. Oh, that is so freaking good. Get my palate nice and warmed up. I'll go ahead and start pouring these. Let's see. But I'll try some more New Riff stuff. We've just been buying so much stuff that I'd never heard of, and I haven't heard a lot of things
you just
about.
poured all that into yours.
Yeah, but the good thing about it is I'm going to drink it all. You don't need to participate
How
in
am I
this.
supposed to
I wasn't.
pick my favorite if you don't let me have any? I don't need a lot.
I was just going to half it with
No,
you,
you
Jill.
don't
Yeah.
have- you don't have to.
Well,
I'm not going to drink all of it anyway.
you should pour. Jill should pour these. Is what she
I
said.
should, yeah.
She should pour these. Here, just pour however much you want. Phil, get yours, and I'll pour the rest.
Okay. Look at
Haven't
the
seen a
color on
Jack
that one.
Q2. I'm assuming you mean 12. Yeah, I know what that is on the color. You poured a little too much of that one, didn't you?
A little bit.
It's okay. It's okay.
But you still got the majority.
Jill won't spill it. Dadgummit.
Jill
Then
won't
what's the
spill.
fun? What's the fun in that? If there's not whiskey all over the bar at the end of the
What's
night,
in that one?
oh, it's the little stopper that
Oh.
it's supposed to be down in the top.
I was like, that one's not coming out.
And we've got Jill's Glen Cairn design done. We dropped it into the supporter channel and Patreon, and we're having that one voted on, her proof queen, because she's all about the proof.
I'm all about the proof.
It's amazing how fast she's gone from I don't like whiskey straight up. Like when we started this channel a year ago, she's like, I'm not drinking whiskey neat. That's not a thing I do. To, oh man, if it's under 100 proof, what is this water you've given me?
That's your fault.
Yeah, it is. Is it my fault?
That's your
is it
fault.
my fault?
It's all his fault.
That's but we're all on a journey here. That's the thing. We're not. Nobody here's experts. We're just having a good time, and we're trying a bunch of different whiskeys.
Way
and
far from
sooner or
expert.
later, if you try enough whiskey, you're an expert. That's how that works. Jill's an expert.
Yeah, that's what I am. I'm an expert.
Yep. American
Expert.
honey, it was a good honey. Yeah, Wild Turkey American honey is pretty solid, actually. I like that one. I think I like it better, especially neat or over ice. I like it better than the Jack Daniels honey.
Oh, that's iStock. iStock.
Yeah, sock. Just say sock.
Sock. He said it's a hard journey trying to bring the wife to drink neat. That's all I've ever done. Like other than a Jack and Coke.
Yeah, but she went right into whiskey neat. Like trying to drink whiskey at all, she started with
Yeah.
neat, but she started about a year ago. So, yes. So Eric, we're going to be doing that. I'm looking for some to buy. I have seen some, but I want to see if I can't have some made with the letters on them and things. So I'm looking into that so you can't even see, because just based on the color, although I'm not 100% sure on that color.
Yeah, you.
But
that's not
sometimes it does make a difference. And I'm not a cheater. I don't cheat. But I use every tool available to me to help me guess what these are. I will admit to that.
I'm glad I don't have to guess. I'm not there yet.
Not there.
I don't have to guess. I just have to say which
I mean, I
one
don't have to
like the
guess. It's just fun to guess. There's no prize for guessing them right. I just am working on my palate. I'm trying to learn.
Yeah.
And we're constantly learning what I like, what I don't like, what certain flavors are, where they come from in the distillation process. But you're just, I want to try to guess and see if I can get it. Have I gotten to smoke any of the cigars people recommended? Not yet, but I've got a ton of them. So a lot of folks have sent some. I've bought some. We're having some people over on Wednesday. We might go out front and see if we can't smoke a few cigars. You won't even be here. Jill don't want me smoking cigars, but
Yeah, thank you, Desert
sometimes,
Pine. TJ.
Sometimes people just gotta get over things they don't want,
Well, sometimes people have no control over it. I don't have any control over whether you smoke it or not, but
229 for Russell's 13 too high? I don't think so. I don't think that's. I'd probably do that for the latest release.
I just didn't want it in the house.
What is
What
this
is-
dude
I
keep
don't know,
dropping?
what's
Hey, dude, stop it, or you're gonna be gone. That's all. Last warning. Let's slide this out of the way here so we can get started on this blind. 150 too much for a barrel pick of Antique 107. That's probably what it goes for, but that's a lot of money for that bottle.
What's your favorite bottle?
Huh? It is, but it's like the normal bottle you can get on the secondary for like 100, 110, and then the store pick being worth 150. Probably worth that, but it's still painful to pay that much for it. It is, one of my favorite bottles. I mean, it's my favorite regular daily sipper for sure.
I'm going to smell them all first.
Big allocation sale July 1st. I mean, that sounds fun, but I will be gone. I will be out of town for that. So, What are you thinking? You don't know?
I've only smelled 2, but one of them is clear favorite.
Ooh, I know what that is off the nose.
Oh, that was good.
My nose is a little dead on that one. This one killed it. I think I know that one off the nose, though.
I only have like one thought off the nose.
What do you think?
It's probably not correct at all whatsoever. But I'm just going to say, because I want to be like you tonight.
You want to be really good
I want
looking
to be
and chubby.
Yeah,
okay.
really good looking and know how to like pick them
Yes.
off the nose. I'm going to say B is Knob Creek. That's what I'm going to say.
That's what you going with?
I'm going to go with B is Knob Creek.
Interesting.
Because it just smells really good. And just saying, like last week, I really liked Knob Creek. So I'm going to say B is Knob Creek. I'm probably completely wrong, but it was fun to guess.
Guess them all then.
I can't.
Go ahead. Just give a
I
guess.
have no...
Then just be random, and if you say, Jill, listen.
All right,
listen.
I'll be random.
I'm just a little bit of advice.
Okay.
When somebody asks you to guess something really, really hard,
Yeah.
just throw it out there with confidence.
Okay.
And then when you're wrong, it was hard.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
Sure. Okay.
But
I got
when
this.
you nail it, everybody's like, "Oh my God, that was
She's
the
a
most awesome
genius.
thing!" Yes, exactly. Nobody
She's
remembers the
She's
losses.
a proof queen genius.
They only remember the wins. Like if you're wrong, they're like, "Ah, she got it wrong," and then tomorrow nobody remembers. But if you were right, you get to just brag about it for the rest of your life. Appreciate it, Rick.
Ooh,
Thoughts
okay.
on Booker's? I like Booker's. It's an experience. It's not something I drink every night, but every once in a while.
Hello, Brewzle Will.
You guessing? What are you doing?
I'm guessing.
You
I'm
cheating?
going to write them down so I know
Oh, okay.
what I said.
I couldn't guess these on the nose. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, you couldn't?
I couldn't get them all right on the nose. No, these are not distinctive
Yeah,
enough
they're hard.
for me to get on the nose.
I'm going to say B is Knob Creek, though. So I'm saying
Okay.
B is Knob Creek. All right, let's go to A. Actually, I'm trying to pick out one more that I think I could possibly pick out in life, but I'm not sure. That's not that one.
Hurry up.
Why I gotta
Some
hurry?
ribs. No, take your time. I'm just picking. Some ribs and brisket actually be really good right now. Yeah, these are all smelling way too similar to me tonight for some reason or other, which I would have thought. I would have thought I could pick up the Jack. I would have thought I could pick up the Knob. I would have thought I could get an
All right.
E.H. Taylor.
I'm gonna go with D.
I would have thought I could have got these,
I'm
honestly.
gonna go.
We may have desensitized my palate.
All right, I'm gonna go with D as Jack.
Okay.
But see, I wonder is that gonna influence it when I taste it now? Because I'm guessing which one they are. So
It
am I
messes
gonna
with
like
you.
totally mess
can
up
get-
my?
I'm not on an all meat only diet, no, but I would
Not
eat some all
anymore.
meat. I'm shifting focus a little bit on the diet. What were all the bourbons picked for this? This was Russell's Reserve Single Barrel. This was E.H. Taylor, Old Forester 1920, Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Barrel Proof, and Knob Creek 12.
I'm gonna go with E as
John Nail with the $10 super chat. Russell's Reserve Single Barrel is great, but the select version is the best pour under $75 a bottle I've ever had. Interesting. Should have got one of those then.
A and C.
A and C.
All right, I got them.
Okay, what have you got on the nose?
On the nose.
I'm not very confident in mine. I will admit, I'm not very confident in mine.
And then
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with A as being E.H. Taylor.
I say Jack Daniels.
I'm gonna go with B as Knob Creek.
I will agree with that, although I'm not sure. A and B may be backwards for me. But yeah, one of those Knob Creek, one of those is Jack Daniels.
C, I'm gonna say is Old Forester.
I would agree with that.
What?
What?
I've gotten two. So
I don't know if you've gotten them. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah,
I told
you're
you
right,
I'm
'cause
not
you
real
don't know
confident.
either.
I'm not confident in mine.
Okay, D
Okay.
is Jack. And that also could be swapped out with a Knob Creek for me, B and D. And then E, I'm going to say is Russell's.
I think D's Russell's. I'm fairly confident it's not Jack. And I would say E.H. Taylor, but I'm not sure. Like both of those, like Russell's doesn't normally smell super sweet to me. But I'm getting a lot of sweetness on those two. And I'm trying to think what would be that sweet. So I'm going to go Russell's on D. Although I thought I could usually pick up E.H. Taylor on the nose. So my nose must be a little muted.
There's something.
I'm a little iffy on these two. I'm going to say Knob Creek on that one. I'm going to say Knob Creek on A.
No.
I'm going to say Jack on B. And then the Old Forester, Russell's, and what's the last one? The E.H. Taylor. That's what I'm going to go with on the nose.
Okay.
And then I reserve the right to
yours
change my
unless you
mind.
want me to. Whoa, there's a fly in here. All right, so now we taste them.
Yeah. What do you think that is on taste?
Ooh, much better than what it smelled like.
You said that one was
Taylor, E.H. Taylor.
okay.
Just because I don't.
And I don't remember what I said at this, but I said it and then I changed it. And I think I'm right with what I think I changed it to. What do you think it is? You still think it's E.H. Taylor? Been a long time. E.H. Taylor's going to taste similar to Blanton's, kind of sweet. Not too dissimilar from Weller. Like, obviously different flavors, but still that kind of Buffalo Trace sweetness you get on it.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting that sweetness on that one.
Oh, I do.
What flavors do you? I mean, it's sweet.
On the end.
It's
I
not
get
the
it on
flute.
the,
It's
on
not the
the
fruity floral. I get a little nuttiness.
There is some nuttiness at the,
Yeah.
but at the front
Yes.
palate.
And that
Nutty,
is,
and then it goes sweet.
That is very indicative of a Knob Creek.
Okay.
You can get that on Jack Daniels too, but usually Jack is a little more banana forward, like Sippin says there. But sometimes, especially in the high proof stuff,
Forester,
the nuttiness.
the banana. I don't know what it is, but it's good. And I did smell banana, so now I'm all confused.
Yeah, my palate's doing all sorts of weird things tonight.
That is really good. Like,
That's delicious.
that is really, 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 really good. And it is high proof. I would just
Professional
go ahead and
palate
say
cleanser.
That's got proof.
That's got a ton of more proof than A. Ton more proof than A. I'm gonna stay. I said that was Jack Daniels. See, I'm not picking up the banana and
That's
the
not the
nuttiness.
Jack. That's not the Jack.
So I'm iffy on that being the Jack.
B's not the Jack. I do not think so.
You don't think so?
I don't
Okay.
think so. I could be wrong. I'm more than likely wrong. But it may be.
There's all sorts of ways. Like I'm gonna be very
yeah.
wrong. I'm gonna be very wrong on this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and let y'all know. My confidence is waning here. What do you think about that one? You seem to be in deep thoughts by Jill Gamble.
We've been watching a lot of SNL,
Way too
old
much.
SNL clips. So like,
Do I like E.H. Taylor small batch better than single barrel? No, but I've never seen a single barrel for under $75. They're always 100 plus here. Even when they're like regularly available, they're not $75. So that I do like the single barrels that I have better, but with single barrels, who knows? Knob Creek is smooth. Knob Creek is, and I'm not sure that's not. I think that's Knob. I think that's Jack, although my confidence is not very high. This one, I still think it's the Old Forester. But it's hitting me with like, oh, it's just, everything's hitting me weird tonight. It's going to be a horrible live stream. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to get any, if y'all expect me to get anything right tonight, don't trust my opinion tonight because it's all hitting me weird. What'd you get on D? You tried D?
Yeah.
What'd you think about D?
It was pleasant, but
Yeah.
I mean, they're all, that's the thing, that none of these are bad so far.
Oh, there are no bad whiskeys here. That's
They're
what's
not
interesting
bad.
about
None
it.
of them are bad. I will say standout in the proof, definitely B.
I had these backwards on the nose. That one is, I'm pretty confident that one's E.H. Taylor, and that one is your Russell's Reserve. I'm saying this one's Old Forester. I'm going to go Jack Daniels here, although I'm not picking up that typical banana kind of nut bread.
B is banana. Hands down, B is the banana.
You're getting the banana on it?
Oh, I smell the banana.
I get a little more nutty on that.
I smell the banana and I taste the proof. And I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's Jack or what, but it's definitely banana and it's definitely high proof.
So on the nose, I had these backwards, but I stand behind all my other guesses. Knob Creek, Jack Daniels, Old Forester. This is E.H. Taylor, and that is Russell's. Now we got to go back through them and rank them, Jill. Now we got to do the hard part. My tasting shirt. Somebody asked where my tasting shirt was, or your tasting shirt was. I don't know.
Do we have? We don't have tasting shirts, do we?
I don't know. You've been wearing a Bourbon Hunter shirt or something, haven't you?
Oh, I think I wore our Brewzle shirt last
Can
time.
I can taste at least 7 of the flavors in the. No, it's just one flavor. The tasted shirt, is that what it is? I gotta have like a particular shirt. It's superstition at this point. I gotta have the shirt. Yeah, that's Russell's for sure. And I like Russell's, but Russell's has a very pleasant sweetness to it. It's a little bland after, I think something that's messed us up both times is last week, the first one was the high proof. This week, the second one seems to have the most proof on it. And then the rest of them just seem kind of to pale in comparison, although that one still holds up. These two are really bland at the end compared to the proof bombs we had early. But I do like the E.H. what I think is the E.H. I like D better than E. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I kind of think E has some proof, but, I'm not. And I don't dislike it.
No, it's not bad. Russell stuff, which is what I'm picking up here, has like a bitter oakiness to it. Now the single barrels are usually really good. One of the 13 I have has way too much bitter oak to me. Some of the Russells I get are extremely oaky, especially if they get a little older. And that it's just, I say bitter. Bitter's not the right word. I'm sorry, not bitter. It has a lot of dry oak. So a lot of this Russell's has a dry oak. And that just is not something I'm looking for. I want kind of a rich, soft, sweet oak, not a dry oak. EHT's not going to win. EHT won this one. Yeah, I think if this, whatever D is, and I'm fairly confident that that's E.H. Taylor, and I'm fairly confident that that one is the Russells. I'm going to retire if I'm not right on those. Not really.
Retire.
Yep. Just going to cash in my 401(0). That's what it's worth.
40000.
Yeah, 401(0)00. Need more videos with Jill. So we're filming a video tomorrow.
thank
The first,
you.
we're doing a lot more in-studio long-form videos coming up, and those will have Jill and Will and all sorts of people in them. So we'll be filming a lot of stuff. It does have a lot of cherry, but I get cherry and dry oak. All right.
I get
Dawn?
cherry.
Like what's with
I don't know what's up
with
with
the
that.
dish soap?
I've been watching that one too. I don't know
Okay.
about that one.
I don't know.
Not making a lot of sense.
That's okay. I mean, we'll take not making sense as long as I don't cross the line. Des Moines, Iowa in the house. Ryan, welcome. All right, C, what is it?
There must be one in the back.
Is there Dawn behind us? Oh, over here, over there. Oh, there's dish soap over there.
Oh.
I was like, what in the world?
I was like, what in the world?
I was washing dishes. I had to wash a lot of Glen Cairns this afternoon. Sorry about that. I was like, what in the world?
We will not be drinking
We
this.
want. I mean, give me a little bit. Just give me a little.
No. Oh my God.
I need a John Bowman single barrel. Colton with the 99-cent super chat. Appreciate the support.
We are at our house, people.
Well, yeah, this is.
And see, at least you know we wash our dishes.
I do have to
now.
hand wash these dishes so that I get. You don't want any contaminants messing these up.
Blow some bubbles. Y'all want some bubbles? I don't know if it's gonna blow any. Bubbles.
Don't blow it. Don't make a mess. Don't make a mess.
Make a
Jen. Don't make a
mess.
mess. You can't spill
You
stuff
are
on this bar. This bar is pristine.
You're
Okay.
the mess maker. Oh my goodness.
What are you trying to do?
Usually it'll blow bubbles, but it's not doing.
When's the
that.
last time you used dish soap?
Right now, it's not working, guys. Sorry.
It is not working. We're gonna try Malort. I'm saving it for. I may have a Chicago trip coming up at some point in the future.
That's good right there. I like that.
So you like C?
Yeah.
C's your favorite?
No, B's my favorite, but.
No, D. We're ranking D, E, and E, D, C.
Oh, okay. Well then, C's my favorite. This is my E, so it's my second favorite, and D's my least favorite.
So D is your least favorite.
Yes.
We're gonna upset some folks tonight.
Sorry, I didn't look. They're all good, but
Jill, just let them be mad.
it's okay.
We make people mad all the time.
I'm just saying they're all good. I've already put that out there.
Okay.
They're none of them bad. This was just not my. There's just something, and I honestly think that it just doesn't have enough proof. It's not bad taste. It's just kind of a little weak.
I'm gonna make some folks mad here too. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jill. Matt with the $5 super chat. Have you checked out any Michigan bourbons yet? I have.
I do not know what that is.
Mayor Pingree? I have a
That
Mayor
is good.
Pingree. I don't know if I have. We've bought quite a few we haven't opened. I don't think I have a Mammoth, and I don't know if I've had a Traverse City, but I do have a Mayor Pingree.
I don't know what that is.
Steve with the $9.99 super chat. Keep up the great content. Appreciate it. You don't know what is B?
I don't know what B
You
is.
like B better than C?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm struggling
Like,
here, Jill.
B is way up there.
I think that's. The more I try it, the more confident I am that that's the Jack Daniels. I'm starting to pick up some of the notes. Like I think the proof was a little overwhelming at the beginning. Chris with the $9.99 super chat. Use the wine enthusiast glass cleaner. It won't give you a soapy taste or leave soap clots. Well, we've got a jet. So I got like this jet that gets rid of all that stuff that does a pretty good job. But I'll look for that.
Did you get Steve's super chat?
Did I get Steve's super chat? Keep up the
Keep
great
it great
content.
time?
Yes. I think I might like C better.
No.
C is so soft and well-rounded and interesting and spicy in all sorts of weird ways. Like there's just so much good stuff going on with
Look,
C.
it is good.
This one is
Yes.
just, Jill wants like a brute force attack on her taste buds. She wants no subtlety whatsoever, right? This is Bruce Lee coming in all, and this right here is like Rambo. Right, he's grenade launching, like diving through stuff, driving a truck into your taste buds. And this one's just much more strategic and subtle. But man, I think I like the C better. And I'm pretty sure this is Jack Daniels, and I'm pretty sure that's the 1920. Although that Jack Daniels is freaking delicious. It is an assault on your taste buds. I did see his bourbon hunt in Colorado. I thought it was fun. Like y'all don't realize most of the bourbon hunters out there. So if y'all have a bourbon channel and you're doing bourbon hunting videos, I give you just a little bit of advice. You got to get over the shyness. Just go in and talk to people. Like what makes those videos good is just being in there talking to people. And most folks are just a little shy or a little afraid to record. I just go in and ask. I walk in and say, hey, doing a little bourbon hunting. I say a little YouTube channel. try to downplay it as much as I can. I got a little bitty camera, and I was like, it's okay if I film, and they say yes, and then we film. Almost always they say yes,
Or they say no, and
or they say no, and then we don't film it, right? So, or they're like, film, but I don't want to be on camera, and then we just.
Oh, I could totally though, but
whatever.
I would be the one that didn't go in and talk.
Yeah. So it's just that makes it so much more interesting rather than just kind of talking over it or talking about it afterwards. That's all. But they'll figure it out. Matt's a good content creator. He makes really good content. So we support his channel any way we can. How was the Orlando trip? Find anything good? Lots of us are dying to know. Central Florida is brutal in finding good deals. Matthew Wilson with the $4.99 super chat. I did find some good bottles. I have an entire box of stuff over there. So the live stream after that video comes out, we will crack that box open and we will drink some of those bottles. I actually found at least one of the bottles in this. I did find an extra E.H. Taylor while I was down there.
Josh was saying he likes my necklace. It reminds him of the Blue Run bottle, and it's a butterfly, and I love that bottle because of that. That's definitely one of the ones I'm keeping. I don't know where it went off to, but we have it here somewhere. But yes, thank you.
I'm gonna make some folks mad here tonight, Jill. Jill, you got letters on them. You can rearrange them. You don't have to slide them forward and back anymore.
Oh yeah, this is my method.
I'm just letting you know there are other options. You
Thank
do
you.
your method. You go for it. You're doing great. Wonderful, wonderful job. Very methodical. Cigar bourbon review videos. I don't know how many. The problem with cigars is the platforms just don't like them. They just don't like that content. They won't promote that content too well. The one where we talked about the humidor got the ads turned off on it. It's just kind of one of those weird things. So I don't know. We may talk about cigars a little bit in a live stream. We may do some different things, but I don't know how many me smoking videos we'll do. I do have a red clay hat on. Yes, red clay in Opelika, Alabama. Just right down the road a little ways. Larceny barrel proof better than Stag Junior. Some of them are. Hate to pipe tobacco videos. Yeah, it just makes it tough. And when you're the goal is to get this channel big enough to where, I could do it full time. And for me to do it full time, I don't want to edit. I got to bring Shred and Will along. And so we've got to get it to a certain scale for me to do it full time. And so putting a lot of effort into content that's never going to be able to generate views just doesn't help us. Actually hurts us because when we get sponsorships, they want to pay us a lot less. Calvin with the $1 super chat. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Ooh, Titusville, War Eagle. You got your order set here, Jill? What are you going with?
I'm working on it.
Okay. All right. The best thing to come out of Traverse City are the potato chips and not the whiskey. I may have one. And I'm really looking forward to getting the new setup done someday. My woodworker's struggling a little bit now to get here to get it done, but I just can't even tell what I've got. It's like 4 bottles deep on the countertop back here, so it's hard for me to even tell. What would be the highest level of E.H. Taylor I could find in a liquor store? Small batch most of the time. I have found some single barrels. Anything more than that is going to be just astronomical secondary. If you want a barrel proof or any of the super limited stuff, you're just going to have to know somebody or get extremely, extremely lucky. And even then, most of those stores are going to hold it for their good customers. What's good? The water?
This one. Yeah, the water is good.
You went back to E and you're digging E now?
I dig E now, yeah.
Okay.
There's something really nice on the end of E. It's almost like a... I don't know. Matthew with the $4.99 super chat. How much do we got to raise for a Brewzle Russell's Reserve barrel pick? Honestly, they just need to let me do it. That's it. Let me come up, film a video, do the pick. We don't have to raise any money. Somebody's just got to pull some strings because we don't have the clout at the major distilleries to get up there and do it. But they don't need the promotion. So with a lot of these small places, smaller distilleries, I can be like, well, we can share your content. We can talk about your whiskey. We'll do a barrel pick. Especially if I like the whiskey, and they're like, okay, cool, we'll jump you into the queue. You come up and film a video or whatever. But these major distilleries, they're like, man, just get in line. Almost all of them are, how you get a barrel pick is by owning a liquor store that sells a lot of their other products or the other products of the distributor in your state.
and then they get you a barrel pick. Well, we don't own a liquor store, so it's really, really hard for us to get a barrel pick of a major distiller until we build some sort of relationships. You know, a lot of them will allocate like marketing barrels, and we might be able to get into the marketing barrel queue, but we've got to still find and build those relationships, and we haven't done it yet. Brewzle Will with the $1 super chat, randomly with no message. Appreciate the support there, Brewzle Will. Maybe you should have a liquor store. Well, Josh, don't put stupid things past me, man. I mean, I am up for any bad idea. And so conversations are being had, but we're probably a year or two away from those. We got to get the Brewzle app going first. Like, that's what it boils down. Everything hinges on the app. And so I'm taking a little vacation next week. And much to Jill's chagrin, I'm going to be sitting on a beach thinking about the Brewzle app.
Oh, I know. That's what he's going to be thinking about the whole time.
Yep.
That's fine. I'll be sitting right next to you.
Sitting right next to me, staring at the beach, not thinking about it.
Nah, I probably will be sitting there talking to you about it.
Have you got your order locked in?
These are getting really hard as I go back through them.
Bakersfield loves me. California? Drove through there
Will
once.
said he bought a bottle of Buffalo Trace at Total Wine for $23.99.
Yeah, that's a good buy there, Will. As long as it's a 750 milliliter, that's a great buy. Bakers on the streets of Bakersfield. I'm a big Dwight Yoakam fan. Wonder what Dwight Yoakam's up to these days. He quit making music and started acting. I don't know. Am I going to be thinking about J-Lo? Not that much. Not that much.
He better not be thinking about J-Lo sitting right next to me.
Are you J-High? Jesse Witten with the $1.99 super chats. Chances of a bourbon hunt in Tennessee. We went to
So good.
we went to Nashville. That should be coming out here pretty soon. But I'm sure we're going to be doing lots of bourbon hunts all over the country. That's the goal. The problem is getting out of the Southeast is kind of difficult just because I have a job, and that takes a lot of time.
Somebody's seeing Dwight Yoakam in concert on Thursday night.
Really? Where's he at?
Where's he at?
We should do that. Guitars and Cadillacs and hillbilly music. I have not tried a 2XO. I almost bought one the other day, and I wished I had it. Honestly, I wished I had a. It was, I think, one of the bourbon hunts, or maybe I was just out and about. I wished I'd have bought it because I have not tried one. ASW Fiddler Georgia Heartwood pick. Nathaniel, like close in time, I don't know. I don't know at this point. We're not close in revenue, but we've got to get more videos out. Like, that's on us. We just got to get more videos out. That's the big thing holding us back, is just trying to make sure we get 8 videos a month out, and that's hard when you've got I've got a job that requires a lot of my time. How are y'all coming with Crittenden? So we bought 2 barrels. We've agreed to do something really, really dumb and try to help him sell 6,000 bottles of whiskey to double, like that would double his distillery. That would set him forward 4 years probably into the future. He's working on paperwork because we have to get those bottles to New York to be able to ship them to everybody. I talked to him last week, and he said he was finishing up the paperwork. So, Journeyman Blend, 3 Oaks, Michigan. All right. Super Cleaner with the $4.99 super chat. I don't have the Knob Creek 12, but I'm blinding the rest. What an even comparison. Nice. Jill, have you set your order?
Yes.
Okay. Do you care to guess what they are?
No. Because I have no clue.
No clue? Okay.
I really don't
Okay.
I have no clue.
Well, you want me to guess first?
Sure, you guess.
C is Old Forester, as I called it on the nose. B, Jack Daniels, barrel strength. A is the Knob Creek. D is E.H. Taylor, and E is the Russell's Reserve.
Really?
I think so. My nose is deceiving me on some of these, but on the taste, that's what I went with.
Okay.
Spirited Ant, what camera do you find you like best for my hunt videos? So I use, for all the hunt videos, I use a DJI Osmo Pocket 2 with the external microphone. And if you go in the store, just switch the microphone off and it'll pick up sound from everybody in there. I learned that in a lot of them. You'll see a lot of the early ones, you can hear me, you can't hear them. So, but if you're in the parking lot, if there's any wind whatsoever, that thing's terrible. Switch on the external mic, you're good to go. Haven't tried an OKI. I need one. All right, Jill.
Okay.
So you ready?
Let me go ahead and say they're all good.
But what if I'm right and this is the Knob Creek and you put Knob Creek
I know,
9
last-
first last week
I know, and then this
Knob
is
Creek
last.
12 last this week?
And it's just last by like little bits.
We are splitting hairs. All of these
Yeah.
are really, really good.
They're all really good.
I feel like these are the higher proof ones,
And that's probably why.
which is why they tend to, although I'm surprised how different we are. You did go see, you moved C to the second spot though.
Yeah, B's always been my first.
So we're first and second again. We're just opposite first and second. Well,
hold
tell
on.
Mimi, Amelia, our daughter, wrote down what these were. I pour them in the bottle and she writes the numbers on them and then writes down what number she puts on them. And I don't know if she's done something to surprise us, but she wanted us to let her know when we're about to open the envelopes over here. So we're going to see what joke she played on us at this point. I did not get selected for this month's quarterly release in Alabama. So I won't even go. Like, we're headed down to a little vacation this weekend, leaving Saturday. I was hoping to at least drop by and go through the walk-up line because I really need a Jack
Nope.
Daniel's 12, but that's
We're
not
going
even
to
going to
sit
happen.
on the beach
So,
on Saturday. We ain't getting bourbon on
I'm going to
Saturday.
go think about the app. A new riff by Bo. I mean, I'd be interested in it, but
Yes, we've been to Destin a
that's
lot.
Jill's normal spot.
That's our normal
That's not where
spot.
we're going this time, but that's
Yeah.
our normal spot. Ever try Weller Antique 107 from 1977? No, but I would love to. Like, that's a thing I could do.
Technically, our spot's Fort Walton Beach, but still, same area.
Could you do a video on the most disappointing $5 bottles? We are actually working on some most disappointing lists right now, and we are polling patrons to try to source. And what we're going to do is try to get everybody and then rank them. We'll try to get everybody's submission, and then we'll do a poll and rank them, and then I will actually buy those bottles and try them.
You said to let you know.
She got it? What is
you're
she doing?
watching us? Yeah. You don't need to come down. You just want to watch us.
I haven't been. Well,
Okay, bye.
I don't know if we've been to Crab Island. Maybe.
She just wanted to watch.
Okay. She just wanted to watch. That's it.
I guess maybe she didn't
Okay.
trick us. I don't know.
I thought she did something funny. Okay, we're going to look at. You want to go with A first?
Yeah.
Because that's third for me and last for you. And I said I thought A was Knob Creek.
Yes.
She did. She drew a smiley face, and it is Knob Creek. I think.
Ah.
Although it looks like she put Kach Creek, but I'm pretty sure that's got to be Knob Creek.
Yeah. Not
Knob Creek. So I'm right so far, and you put Knob Creek first last week.
Last.
Now the question is, do you like Knob Creek 9 that much better than the 12,
I don't
or is
know.
it just the competition is much, much tougher?
I don't know.
Don't know. S. Myers with the super chat. Will your contacts secure you a Daniel Weller? I'm not that well connected, my friend. And they're like $500 MSRP. I would buy one just for the video, just for the meme. I would splurge a little bit. That is beyond my comfort level of buying a bottle of whiskey. I would do that if somebody finds me one at close to MSRP, but I don't know. Let's go with E, which is my last and your third.
Yes.
And I said this was the Russells.
I don't know what it is.
And she drew another.
Oh
It
my
is
gosh,
Russell's.
It is Russell's.
And she drew, your punishment is having Fred lock you. Oh, I assume she went A, B, C. She gave us notes. We'll come back to them in order.
Oh, okay.
So I assume she's got some sort of
Okay.
instructions, but we didn't open them A, B. She thought we would open them A, B, C, D, E.
Yeah.
So Amelia's got some instructions in here. So I'm right. I'm 2 for 2.
You're 2 for 2.
2 for 2 so far, which increases my odds on the other 3.
Can't compete with you.
All right, so you've got
But
D.
I'm still the proof queen.
You're still the proof queen. We've got D.
Let's see. Did I pick the higher proof than you as my favorite?
You went with B. Yes, you did. Yeah, absolutely.
queen.
No, you did. So D is second to last. I said this was the E.H. Taylor. We both have it second to last.
Aw, Matthew
This is where we're
Jackson.
going to hurt some folks' feelings if this is E.H. Taylor.
Sorry.
Yeah. Colonel Taylor.
Oh my goodness.
Clayton with the super chat just wanted to say thanks for making all of us smile. I appreciate that, Clayton.
Thank you.
All right, so I am 3 for 3 right now. This is the Russells. This is Taylor. This is Knob Creek right here.
Jonathan said Proof Queen would be a great T-shirt.
We're gonna take that same design that's on the Glen. We're gonna drop it on a T-shirt.
I need a sweatshirt.
Sure. Well, we're talking to some suppliers about possibly doing some hoodies.
We got booed.
We got booed. I know. We got to hurt some folks' feelings.
I knew it was third. I had
the thing is
here in the middle.
If you would have asked me a year ago, I would have said this was the best out of all of those. And right now, I still think that's delicious.
No,
that's E.H.
Oh,
Taylor.
I don't have it third.
But once you have all of this proof, like honestly, right now, I get so much more flavor on that than I did a minute ago. Because I haven't had a sip in a while, and my taste buds have recovered a little bit.
Yeah, it's just hard. Like
God,
these are hard. These were very difficult.
I still don't think that's better than C, but
or B.
I just love some of the flavors that are coming through on this. I don't know, my palate's evolving a little bit, but that like if you put the Colonel Taylor first in this blind. There is no shame in that. That is a very, very valid. Any order of these would be very valid. There's not like one that's like really well down the list. They're all like really, really good. Bourbon Hunt, South Carolina. Where's your first stop? I don't even know at this point. I think Southern Spirits I know is high on my list of places to go do some stuff with. All right, so we go with B or C first. I've got C as first. You've got it as second. So let's just go. We're going to go with C, which I said was Old Forester 1920. Mm-hmm. Because Old Forester, a lot like the birthday bourbons, a lot of the Old Foresters, I just get these interesting kind of combination of like spicy and fruity notes that is really complex to me. It was really, really good. And that is Old Forester.
You are so good.
And so B is the Jack. It's got to be the Jack Daniels right here.
Yes,
that is the Jack Daniels.
It is so good.
Let's see what secret notes Mimi left us here. I guess we got to start with.
She drew us pictures and everything. She's so sweet.
What is that? Is that Bob? B-E-B?
Bob.
B-E-B?
Bob.
I don't know.
I think B-O-B.
And then it says he likes bourbon very much. Don't care. Handwriting's not wonderful.
Here, let me. I can decipher. Bob. He likes bourbon very much. Bird enjoying a drink.
But.
No, it's Bird.
Okay.
There's a bird.
All right, there's a bird.
His name is Bird.
Okay.
Okay. And then Jeffrey. Now Jeffrey's involved. Jeffrey's a crab.
There's a crab and there's just a bee. And
I love her drawing of a Glencairn.
We wish we could show these to you, but your punishment is having Fred look at you in anger. You guessed wrong. So first of all, I did not guess wrong.
First of all, no, he didn't.
Second, Fred's probably mad because we didn't put E.H. Taylor first. Probably mad because we didn't put it first. The Spirited Ant with the super chat. Thank you for being willing to share your equipment. Been watching you for months, hoping to create a community content half as great as yours. I appreciate it. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. 1910 is my pick over 1920. I am looking forward to the 1924 as well.
She was not necessarily. Hold on. Let's see what she
sold out in about 45 minutes. I bet that's a good bottle too.
Not necessarily. I guessed he would get it wrong. It's Bird. I was trying to hurry. My handwriting is fantastic.
Have you tried Finger Lakes Distillery Mackenzie whiskey? I have not.
You did a great job.
Oh, okay. So we need a knob 9 versus a knob 12 blind. You up for that?
Not tonight, no.
Not tonight? You can't do that?
No. We got to do. You know what?
What?
I would say. I don't know. We'll have to talk about that.
Okay. We'll have to talk about it. Apparently.
I was just going to say maybe at the beach we could do just like an hour stream and we'll do that.
We'll have to see how the internet holds up.
Right.
Have to see how it holds up. I appreciate it, Aaron.
I think it would be right for me to do it tonight because I have all this going on and I just don't know.
Whatever.
I think we should
just say no, Jill. It's okay.
When it's fresh, it's by itself.
All right. I've got some. I could blind. Honestly, I'll blind this versus Rare Breed, but I'd be able to pick them. I don't know which one I would pick as the best. Probably this one tonight. But I've got some new whiskey to try. I'm going to bring some bottles out and y'all get to pick which one I'm going to open and give a try. So, Jill, if you could just like throw all of these away. I hate it. Whoa, hold on. Whoa. Throw all the rest of those away.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Throw them away.
I tell you what,
we
here.
need an infinity bottle. No,
we need an infinity pour for the evening is what we need.
I was just going to say, we need
an infinity. You'll try this at the end of the night. Mm-hmm. One little sip of this at the end of the night.
Do we need a super chat goal?
No, we're just going to try it. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm tired of begging for money. We're just going to do it. Whether they super chat or not. All right, where were the win? We had different orders. For me, the Russells was last. Although there were no real losers. The Russells were last. E.H. Taylor came in right above that one. Or no, actually, I think it was that Knob Creek E.H. Taylor, wasn't it? I don't even remember. You got to rewind now at this point. The winner for me was Old Forester, then Jack Daniels. Jill had the Jack Daniels and then the Old Forester. Yeah. So that was the winner on both accounts. So it's
and we both put E.H. Taylor second to last.
Okay, so it's an all Brown Foreman final there. Sorry, but the thing is those are probably two of the more accessible bottles. Those two are easier to find than the Knob Creek 12 and the E.H. Taylor. I would think. I mean, that Knob Creek 12 is not super easy. Only 180 likes. Man, nobody's liking it. Hit the like button for me if you would. Old versus new 1920 label. I think I've only got the old label. I don't have the new label.
Jill had the correct order.
That Old Forester, if y'all haven't had Old Forester 1920.
That's good. That's some good stuff. But so is this Jack.
And then you got to like the proof. So it's got some proof on it. What is the proof on that? Would you hand me that 1920?
This one?
Yes. But Old Forester just has some really, really interesting, subtle flavors. 57.5, so 115 proof.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Against 131.
131, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Knob Creek. I've been seeing Knob Creek 12 a lot more lately. It used to be hard to come by. Would you hand me those other bottles over there, Jill?
Like the ones back
Yes,
here?
the ones behind.
Oh my goodness.
Is it heavy?
Yes.
Okay, that's a thick glass
What
right
in
there.
the world?
That is a Driftless Glen single barrel straight bourbon whiskey
Goodness.
at what looks like 120 proof. This is a Woodman's Store Pick Driftless Glen.
We doing all these?
I'm going to let them pick in the chat.
But you want all these.
I want to look at them. This is a Driftless Glen wheated at 102 proof, and that is a heavy bottle.
It is very heavy.
This one is Barker's Mill Bottled in Bond Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
I got my workout for the day. Woo.
This one is M.B. Roland Uncut and Unfiltered Single Barrel Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Looks like it might be a store pick from somebody. And this guy right here is a J.T. Meleck Distillery Louisiana handcrafted rice whiskey. A rice whiskey.
So its main is
I think it may be all rice. It may be all rice.
Really?
These are actually most of these. Kyle, which may or may not be in the chat. I don't know if I've seen
I
Kyle.
saw Kyle.
He was here earlier.
He was there earlier,
Kyle
yeah.
picked up most of these for me. The JT Meleck came in the mail. I'll have to look and see who sent that one to us. A lot of folks are saying the DG Wheated. I'm seeing some Barker's Mill. I haven't seen Booker's Apprentice batch. A lot of Barkers. All right, we'll try the Barkers, and then we'll try the DG Wheated. I will. She won't.
I might.
She might. All right, I may just try this. I may try this rice whiskey before we get out of here.
I'm interested in trying that one for sure.
All right,
That's
so
weird.
let's get that MB Roland out of here. Let's Barker's Mill. That's what half the folks wanted, Barker's Mill, and the other half wanted some MB Roland's rolling in now.
What about these? You're not doing these?
Yes, the wheated. I'm going to try the wheated of those, and then we'll see. A lot of folks on the bottle. Yeah, the Barker's Mill bottle and bond. Y'all know I'm a sucker for these bottle and bonds. You know, I keep saying it, but I want to make sure you've heard it because you never can tell when somebody's watching.
This is a substantial. I love it when people don't skimp on their bottles.
You are a fan of glass. Jill
Yes.
likes the glass.
This is very, very nice.
Would you get me a clean Glen
Good
can,
job
please?
on
Speaking
the
of glass,
bottle, Driftless Glen. Like, excellent job on the bottle. There's some of you bottles that I'm not okay with.
this is not a fancy bottle. It's just a square.
No, I mean,
It's got fingerprints on the
just-
side of it. You see the fingerprints?
it's
The whole
just
where you,
nice.
This is
yeah.
where your grippers
Like,
go
that's like-
right there.
That, yes. The thought that was put into this bottle. And look at the back of it. It has like a little...
It looks like a farm
grist
windmill.
mill. Yeah, like a...
It's like a windmill on a farm.
That is...
All right, this
Love
has
it.
this has a bunch of words on the back. You
Are
want to read
these
them?
like people who do like farm to bottle too?
Somebody tell me the story of
Because
Driftless
if they
Glen.
do farm to bottle, I'm done.
Barker's Mill
done.
was built along the West Fork Creek in Christian County, Kentucky, serving as a community focal point for over 100 years until it fell into disrepair and was torn down in 1940. In the early 1800s, the mill included a distillery to make use of the grain on the site. We honor those early independent distillers with this vintage, what is it?
You with your light.
Well, it's dark over here. Like I can turn around that way, I might be able to read it.
Tom with the super chat. War
Distilled
Eagle.
using local white corn, red winter wheat,
War Eagle,
and malted
can't wait.
barley aged on site, blended and bottled. I love these. Like, we used to have a distillery here 375 years ago, and all those people are dead. We ain't had a distillery in forever, but we bought this land because it used to have a distillery on it, and now we could use the name. That's pretty much, you got to have that to do a Kentucky whiskey at this point. War Eagle from Kentucky, Tom.
Everybody's saying that I need to do a hunting video where I pick based on a bottle design.
We should do that.
One.
We're gonna get Jill in some. We've got some hunting videos. We got some different things planned. We're gonna be trying over the next 2 months.
Did you try the weeded yet? No.
Yeah. So what's going on with the lights in the background? Every time there's a super chat, they flash. So it gives me an epileptic seizure every time somebody super chats. Okay, so this has, I don't know, it's bottle and bond. Can it be, does it have to be 53-gallon barrels? Like, this just smells like it's got a lot of age to it. Like, it smells like kind of tobacco and leather. Like, it smells like something that was aged in a small barrel or had a lot of heat. And you know I'm not a huge fan of those.
Ron and Bill, I can't say those words. War Eagle.
It doesn't taste as strong. It doesn't taste as strong as it smells. It has some interesting flavors going on, but it definitely kind of feels like there's some shenanigans going on with the aging there. And somebody might like those flavors. It's not super off-putting. I'm trying to pick up the words for that, because there is something I've had
That's similar to that.
that is very much that flavor, and I the words escape me.
Ooh.
You see what I'm saying, though, when I say it's kind of got that tobacco-y, leathery, kind of aged shenanigans, small barrels, a lot of heat, different things, which normally you don't get at a bottle and bond. But I don't know. Like, maybe it just got a ton of heat somewhere. But you get that a lot on Texas whiskey because there just is so much heat. Or maybe they're even using small barrels there, too. I don't know. Raisins. It's raisins.
Now, I will say it tastes better than it smells.
It does taste better than that's
not bad at all.
The leatheriness is strong on the nose, but on the palate it manifests itself kind of as raisins. You agree? And
I'm not sure if it's the raisin, but there's some pleasant taste there. The smell was throwing me off bad.
Yeah.
Because the smell's almost like the for me it's like the peanut, like the bull, like, but I like bull peanuts, but like not the.
Okay.
It's like the dirt.
Yeah, I mean you're thinking earth, but I just pick a leatheriness, and then on the taste it is very much kind of a raisin flavor. Kenneth with the $5 super chat. You should try Casey Jones Distillery. I tried. I was at a store, one of the recent bourbon hunts, and there was a Casey Jones bottle on the shelf. And I just have a hard time picking up a bottle that's named after a character from the Ninja Turtles. Right? Man carried a hockey stick around at all times. Does that seem like somebody that'd make a good whiskey? And I'm sure it's a baseball reference. I think that was a baseball thing too, but that was the joke I made, and so I didn't buy it. Although it sounds like maybe I made a mistake.
Maybe you did. What was the weeded bourbon bottled in bond you had from Minnesota you picked up, and how did you like it?
Josh
was asking.
Was that the Tattersall?
I don't know.
Lord.
Do you remember what it was called, Josh?
I don't. We've tried
bottled in bond.
We've tried so many different bottles lately. It is hard to keep up with. Like if one. Here's the thing. If I don't remember what it was, I didn't love it. So the fact that I just don't even remember means it did not stand out to me. Because if it had stood out to me, I would have already have emailed them. We'd be working on a barrel pick. Doesn't mean it was bad. It just means nothing jumped out at me about it. So I'm trying to find it to see if I can tell you if it's bad or not bad or whatever. But like there are probably 200 bottles on the countertop back here. So I don't think I could find it. I will try to find it though. John with the $5 super chat. Appreciate the support there, John.
Casey Jones was an American railroader who was killed when his passenger train collided with a stalled freight train in Vaughn, Mississippi.
He was also a main character in the Ninja Turtles.
Apparently, they say, Tom says it's double barrel cut is wonderful.
This?
The Casey Jones. You should have got it maybe.
Well, I mean, Kyle picked this one up for me. So let's try this Driftless Glen. Give me a fresh Glen for the Driftless Glen because I don't want the flavors from this in the Glen to drift into this Driftless Glen because this is not supposed to have any drift.
Clayton asked, was I behind the kitchen decor from our HelloFresh ad? Yes, sorta. I mean, I don't know.
I designed the cabinets. She designed the decor. Yes.
Yes. We kind of both picked out like the tiles and the cabinetry and all that, but like the decor stuff was me.
This had the nicest cork pop. I don't know if y'all heard that. That is the nicest cork pop I've ever had in my entire life. Casey didn't watch you speak. Would you grab me a Glencairn, please? You missed my whole speech about drifting.
I was talking about my kitchen.
But it was really funny. It was incredibly funny joke, Jill.
Sorry.
Just gone now.
It's gone.
Wasted. And I can't even say it again. Like I'm not even gonna say it again.
You do that a lot. If I don't hear what you say or I don't respond to
what
you say.
Well, it's not funny if you gotta say it. It's not funny if you say it again. It's not. It was funny in the moment.
You didn't laugh at my chicken joke earlier, so I ain't.
Yeah, but you just read that on Instagram or something.
I don't care.
Go ahead, tell it to the people. Let y'all decide on a scale of 1 to 10 how funny is this joke.
Nope.
No,
I'm not
go ahead.
telling my joke.
Okay. What do you call a chicken?
God. You're not gonna say it right.
Okay. Then you say it.
No, you say it.
No, you go ahead.
No,
it's your joke. Go ahead. Your joke.
Nope.
Yep. Go. Ooh, that smells delicious. Tell him.
No, you tell him.
Okay. What do you call a chicken looking at lettuce? Chicken sees her salad. Josh giving it a 10 before we even told the joke.
Thank you, Josh.
I gotta get two mics set up. Why? Can you not hear one of us?
Chicken Caesar salad.
Can you not hear one? I mean, seriously, Sippin', if it's not good, I mean, if I'm back there, you're not gonna be able to hear me, of course.
10, see, dad joke. It was funny. I didn't make it up. I just saw it. 7.5.
This is pretty good. Huh. Makes me want to try that other Driftless Glen, because that's actually pretty decent.
That's good.
Yeah. What's the rating for? Best for under $75. Really, it's best for $50 to $75, and the winner to me was Old Forester 1920. Jill liked the Jack Daniel's single barrel proofs, although honestly, I think some of those cost me more than $75. It was terrible. He was going to say a paper joke, but it's terrible. Got to cover their butt quacks.
That one's funny.
Yeah. What's your opinion on Jefferson's? Tried it the other day, not a fan. I'm not a huge fan of the Jefferson stuff that I've had. One of the Oceans I have, the wheated one, is really good. The rest of them are just okay. What's the age on this wheated Driftless Glen?
That's good.
There's
some. What is that flavor?
Deliciousness. Aged 5+ years. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof was on the list, but it didn't get voted up. So we voted it to top 5 on our patron group, and these didn't make it. Yeah, Prohibition Style 1920 Old Forester is freaking fantastic. I love that bottle. I'll stand behind it.
That's good. And I think it drinks higher than what it actually is proof-wise.
It does. It is some sort of stain on the front of the label. Yes, you are right. There is some. I did not do that. It came to me in that way. So Dangle Drinks, $1.99 Super Chatter. Your shelves organized by distillery. They were up top. They were by manufacturer. It was by distillery and manufacturer because, you know, say like Buffalo Trace owns 2 or 3 different distilleries.
Is that one the same? Is it a
no,
store
this.
pick?
I think this is a store pick, but that one's not wheated.
Yeah,
this
no,
one's wheated.
but it's still a store pick.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's actually pretty good. Like
Yeah. That's really good.
That's got some interesting things.
I like that one.
$20 for Buffalo Trace is a great price. Woodford wheated and malted side by side. I love them both. Probably not going to want me to do that. First, I would like to start this off. I would like to start this rant off with, I'm not an expert. Do not trust me for your whiskey recommendations. I'm just a guy who shares his opinion on the internet. Sometimes my opinion may not be, my opinions can't be wrong. That's what's great about them because they're just opinions. But that doesn't mean you're going to like the same thing I do because I don't really care for the Woodford wheated or malted, either one. So I'm definitely not going to try them side by side to see which one I like the least.
Which one do I like the least?
Yeah. Not a huge fan of them. Like, I like the Woodford Master Distiller stuff. Some of it, not all of it. And then I like, you know, the barrel proof stuff. Normal Woodford's pretty good. Woodford Double Oak is fantastic. But like normal, like just normal release Woodford, Woodford wheated, Woodford malted. I've got them all over there. And they're just all right. It's just okay. I actually love the Willet 8-year wheated. Was actually a big fan. I am the expert. You know, if you know, a lot of folks would like to disagree with that. We probably will do a tailgate, one football game at least, Zachary. I don't know. I just don't know what the schedule's going to be at this point. They have not reached back out to me. I'm going to try. I just sent them an email, and they didn't reply. And then War Eagle 1 on here sent them an email, and they replied to him. And then he forwarded me the email, and then I replied to that one, and then they didn't reply to me again. And so then I went to LinkedIn, and I tried to connect with the owner, one of the owners. Just like, she's in marketing, so I was like, let me connect with her and see if we could work out some marketing things here. And I don't think she's accepted my LinkedIn connection. So I'm getting stonewalled at all. I'm trying. Don't think I'm not trying. I'm trying not to be rude about it. But I was like, man, I need some Frey Ranch in my life. Jill wants a barrel pick. Honestly, though, the problem is if we did a Frey Ranch barrel pick, I might not be able to sell any. Jill might want to keep half of it at least. So you hope the Meleck is good. This Driftless Glen, I want to call it Glen. The Driftless Glen is really hard to say. It's not because I've drank a lot. It's just hard to say.
It's really good, though.
It is pretty solid. I want to try that bourbon, though. Grab that one for me.
Oh, this one?
The JT Meleck is a rice whiskey, which we'll try it at the end. Maybe. Baraboo, Wisconsin. Is that where it's at? Is Baraboo a place?
Baraboo, Wisconsin?
I can't read there's no way I'm reading the letters on the back. Yeah, Baraboo, Wisconsin, right there. Huh. So this is the best whiskey I've had from Wisconsin so far. That bottle. We did have, what was the other one? The J. Henry, wasn't that from, was that Wisconsin? Wisconsin?
Baraboo, Wisconsin.
I do have an opportunity to do a George Dickel barrel pick. See, this cork pop wasn't near as juicy as that one. Were you looking up where Baraboo is?
Yeah, I was just looking up the distillery and seeing if they're like a farm to. Because that just would make.
Just because that's it. You like the farm too. It was never touched by glaciers. That's what I'm gonna start putting. If I ever do a distillery, if we do our own bottles, I'm gonna put crap like that on the back. It's gonna be like, we have no heritage. We did not build this on the site of an old distillery. It was never touched by glaciers. People who know how to make whiskey were not involved, in the process. In any regards.
This is like the worst made.
And the J. Henry wasn't bad. I think I like these a touch better. This one has a little bit of an odd flavor to it, but it could be interesting. Like it has some interesting things going on. And I'm waiting on a J. Henry that has a little more proof to it. Because the one I got was, you know how we like the proof stuff. So I think there was nothing really off-putting about a J. Henry. I just wanted the higher proof version. This one has some proof to it. This was the, what was this, 120 proof.
Wow.
Yeah.
The first one or the second one?
The second one I tried here.
Let me try that one then.
Yes, proof queen. Yes. I think we need a side-by-side of what? Oh, of this and the other? We've got to get something. We will have to get some Henry with proof because it's not a fair fight to drop 120 proof and then 102 proof. I don't think it's fair. Yeah, Eddie, you missed the 5-way blind. If you really want to recap, you can rewind. You can watch this anytime. We'll probably clip it. It'll end up on the Clips channel, so make sure you're subscribed to the Clips channel. Somebody could drop a link to that. It's probably in the description. If not, just search for Brewzle Clips on YouTube.
I like
they clip. You like this? That's what I'm saying. This is interesting.
There's something
that kind of set me back at first.
No, it's just.
But then it's pleasant. Then it's like, oh, what was that? And then I'm like,
but I don't know if I agree with you on this one. I think this one, for 102, it holds. It's pretty.
No. I'm talking about it. It's not a fair comparison to the other bottle I've got back here.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like.
Yeah. Oh, no. Versus, like, this is a good bottle. This is a good bottle.
Honestly, I don't see the huge difference there. I don't see this as, like, 120 versus this is 102.
Well, that's because we've been drinking a lot of proof.
Yeah. I guess my Jack Daniels is.
Yeah, see, that one's a lot simpler. Like, I don't pick up any subtlety and nuance on that one now after having killed my palate with 120 proof. Wesley, finishing up some chapters on one of my old streams, but I saw the Meleck there. Wanted to see what you think. See, this is where the streams just kind of devolve into me drinking way too much whiskey. I'm going to try it. You're just going to have to hang out for a little bit, though.
We're going to do it at the end.
Betta loves the color on this shirt. I used to only wear blue shirts, and so when you're kind of hefty like I am, you find a shirt that fits pretty well, you're kind of comfortable in. You just my whole closet's full of multicolors of this shirt. I've started venturing out into patterns a little bit, but I still do love like the bright colored. I love bright colored shirts, but I've just only been able to find blue that's not like a really awful color. But I'll get there. I'm gonna get all skinny one day. Y'all won't be able to recognize me. Crazy Hillbilly Cooking and Adventures with the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate the support. Dancing Goat. I'll have to try that.
Is that a bourbon?
My favorite bottle, Weller Antique 107 is my favorite regular sipper. Favorite ever is like William LaRue. Quit talking about Knob Creek. We don't want to make them rare. I don't think I have that kind of clout. Like, Knob Creek makes a lot of whiskey, and Jack Daniels makes a lot of whiskey. Thoughts on Green River? I'm not a huge fan. Like, I didn't care anything for the bourbon, but the wheated was actually pretty solid. I think once the wheated, if you give the wheated like one more year, and they drop a barrel strength, if they would give me a year older than their normal release and a barrel pick, I would take it right now. I need to hit them up and see if they'll do that, because I would take it it would be fantastic, out of this freaking world. So what they've got is good. What they can do with it, with a little more age and a little more proof, could be exceptional. Milan, somebody gave me a Ben Milan years ago that I thought was really weird and interesting and super sweet. I liked it. I enjoyed it. We drank it. Now it's like Mylan and Green. It was Ben Mylan at the time when they gave me that bottle. I haven't tried it, but I'll be in Austin in a couple of weeks, few weeks. I might have to grab one. Might have to swing by there. I think they're in that area, right? Thoughts on the Fiddler? So you're talking about ASW Fiddler, I'm assuming? Clarify for me, Jesse, if you're talking about ASW Fiddler. If I just want to make sure we're talking about the same thing. Jill apparently prefers the Knob Creek 9 to the 12 as well, Zachary. Yes. She put 9 first last week in that blind. This week 12 was last. Yeah. And it's hard to argue with it because I think maybe we have 4. Actually, I have Knob Creek 9, 12, 15, 18, and like a 14-year store pick. We probably need to blind those soon on a live stream. Yeah.
I can't even imagine how difficult that would be.
How do we get in on the barrel picks? So there's a couple of ways to get in on the barrel picks. First of all, like we have a barrel pick coming up soon. We're going to do a barrel pick with Old Fourth / Short Barrel in Atlanta. And we are picking 6 patrons to take with us. Like you will be invited. We're not paying you way. You got to pay to get there. Unfortunately, I don't have that kind of money. But you don't have to pay me anything. You just come hang out with us. And so we're picking supporters to do that. So make sure you're in. If you're a patron, that's fine. But if you're like a channel member here, make sure you're in the Discord chat because it's really hard to communicate with you here on YouTube. And then if you want to buy, those almost exclusively go to patrons. So should be a link dropped in the chat regularly for the Brewzle patron, so you can sign up for that. We've got probably like a lot of these barrel picks, especially if there's not a high yield. So say it's a barrel strength or it's a finished whiskey. So like we just bought 4 barrels at Starlight. Some of those are finished. They're only going to have like 130, 140 bottles. And so those will all be gone in the patron group. But even if there's like 170, 180, most of those will be gone on the patron group. So the only way to kind of guarantee you is to tier up in the patron. ASW Fiddler. I have an ASW Georgia Heartwood. I tried the Fiddler. I want to say the Fiddler was some sort of finish, a French oak finish or something like that, and I'm not a fan of those. I tried it in a bar. I want to say, I don't know if it made the video. I think it made the video. In the Atlanta bourbon hunting video, I tried that, and I did not love it. So I was glad I did not buy one. So Alabama ABC, the state stores will control prices. It's usually just above MSRP, but we have a lot more taxes, so you'll pay a little more than that. But the stores outside of the ABC system are almost always more expensive for everything. You want a bottle of Jack Daniel's No. 7, if you don't go to a state store, because they're buying it for like 10% off MSRP, and then they're having to mark it up. But the problem is if you want allocated stuff, hard to find stuff, it's nearly impossible to get. You got to go wait in line or win one of the bourbon lotteries to even get it. So Mad Dog 2020, I need that video on the Mix channel here pretty soon for sure, for sure. Lucky 7. Did we get a Lucky 7 the other day? I think I have a Lucky 7. I remembered it being all right, but I don't know. I'll have to get back to it. Do I like any barrel? Jill has been killing our barrel pick. We did a barrel crack. I'm gonna have to do another barrel pick.
Killing it.
I barely drank any of that bottle. Now, granted, we've had it for like 6 months, but lately, if Jill goes and grabs a bourbon off the bar, this is what she's grabbing. It's
so good, like so good.
So we've been drinking a lot of that. I've got quite a bit of barrel stuff over there. The what is the Barrell 6-year-old cash strength that we haven't drank a ton of that, but I tried it the other day and that is freaking fantastic. So Barrell does a lot of, I think that's the 34. Grab that bottle for me if you would. The one that's off to the side there, I think that's the 34. I thought it was fantastic.
Which one? Oh yeah.
To the right, yeah, 34. Grab that one. Oh, Grandma's Peach Pie is the best. That is the best. That is the Total Wine store pick. That is why we did the store pick with Barrell Craft Spirits. It's because I like the Total Wine Grandma's Peach Pie so much. And mine, honestly, I don't think mine's quite as good as the Grandma's Peach Pie. I don't think it's quite as good, but it's pretty freaking close. This is the Barrell 34 Cask Strength. Just blind the knobs. That is delicious. Have you tried this? It's got a little more bitter oak on it than ours does. I say bitter, a little more like dry oak. But that's still delicious. Like Barrell does some really nice blends. I think they struggle a little bit on their marketing, like just knowing what's what and what I'm getting. I think their marketing is a little concerning.
That's good.
Like it's just hard for me to know. Like Barrell 34, I had it. They sent it to me, and I was like, "What's 34? I don't know what that is." And I had to go look and see the number. Like, give me a name, you know, call it something, so I'll remember what it is.
That's good.
Ginger ale and American honey. I bet that is good.
He's
Best
like,
bourbon for
"Poor
under
ginger ale,
$75 for me. Old Forester 1920 right there. And for Jill, the Jack Daniel's single barrel strengths.
Jack.
Barrell's marketing as someone new to bourbon is a total mess. For somebody who drinks a lot of bourbon, it's a total mess. I don't know what's going on. And like, I have no freaking clue. But it's good. They make good whiskey. Not all of it's good, but most of it's good. But like, I don't even know the difference between what's good, what's not good. People are like, "Oh, have you had Barrell Seagrass?" They have like 2 or 3 versions of that. I don't even freaking know if I've had it. I've had some of them. Like, I love Barrell. I love what they're doing. I love our barrel pick. I love the Total Wine barrel pick. I love most of the stuff they send us. But like, I just can't even recommend it to people because I don't even know what I'm recommending.
Bye, Kyle.
See you later, Kyle. Blanton's Gold. Fantastic, man. That's a good bottle. Blanton's Honey Barrel Special. I'm assuming no Buffalo Trace. Not in this, no. Buffalo Trace was in the consideration for the under 50, but it did not get voted into the top 5. I'm going to hit up Ben Holiday. Like, I really want to do a barrel pick with Ben Holiday. So let's talk about barrel picks for a little bit. I'll try to update y'all on what we've got going on. So we have bought 2 barrels from Clyde Mays. We've got a bourbon and a rum. The bourbon is really nice, got a lot of orange flavor to it to me. Really solid rye from them as well. And then we went and bought 2 barrels from Crittenden's, but we're also, Crittenden's is a really small distillery in Mississippi that does really nice column still whiskey. I like Crittenden's. I like their stuff. I like their bottle and bond. I like a lot of the things they do. I like the people. Like, it's just a cool business. One guy basically running the whole thing with like a part-time dude that manages his warehouse and his mom doing some paperwork. And so we've got 2 barrels from them. We've got a 4 grain that is out of this world. And then we've got a rum finished, it's a rye finished in rum barrels that is really, really good as well coming. And we're going to try to sell 6,000 bottles of his bottle and bond. Y'all going to need to support me on that because I've jumped out way over my skis. We'll see if we'll be able to pull it off. That may be the end of the channel. We may just go broke. I don't know. I'll be okay with it, whatever happens. I'll have a whole lot of bottle and bond I gotta drink though. So all my reviews will be Crittenden's bottle and bond because I'll have 6,000 bottles of it. And then we've got 4 barrels from Starlight, which are crazy good. Let me hit this super chat here. Lord have mercy, Dom Mad is literally mad with the $25 super chat. Just picked up a couple of Ben Holiday 1 barrel bourbon bottles, aged 6 years, 4 months. Wow. I would love to send you one to review. Yes, that's my thoughts. Dom. Yes, because I love all the Ben Holiday stuff I've had. The Red Winter Wheat is freaking out of it's soft. What did I say? Red Winter Wheat, soft red wheat from them. You're right. Soft red wheat is fantastic. So from Starlight we bought a rum. Somebody asked about rum a minute ago and I missed that question. We finished a rum. It's a rum finished in Weller barrels. It is our first rum barrel pick, and like I wouldn't even be sure it was a rum. If you would have told me it's a bottle of Weller finished in rum barrels, I've been like, okay, that makes sense. We've got a normal bourbon barrel pick from them, and we've got a bourbon finished in VDN. So do some research on VDN. It's like it's a wine that has been like infused with like orange peel, and then they use that barrel, so it's got a cool kind of chocolate orange flavor. And then we got a rum agricole finished bourbon as well. So all of those are really, really good. I've got to email. Peerless. I might have a barrel of Peerless. It's a long story. I might have one already picked, but I've got to email. And then we just found out, like I said, we've got the Old Fourth stuff coming up in about a month. And then in 2 months, we are doing a pick with 13th Colonies out of Americus, Georgia. If you want to know how to get these, like most of these will go to patrons. Once they start rolling out, I expect that patron group to grow to enough to accommodate all the barrels. Right now, if they don't go to patrons, they'll go to the email newsletter or to Discord. So the patron group is where you basically can get tiered up enough to guarantee access to them. Southern Revival Jimmy Red Corn. I have not tried it. I've seen it a couple of times. I think it made one of the videos, and a lot of folks are like, you should have bought that one. I think it was, Southern Star, there was some sort of Southern Star or something in the Kentucky video that folks are like, you should have bought that. And then that Southern Revival Jimmy Red Corn is one that made a bourbon hunting video. Everybody said I should have.
Cody.
Lord have mercy.
Cody, what?
Cody just made a house payment. Sorry about that, Cody. Is that a typo? Do you need to take... We had one like that once, and then it just disappeared. So, man, I hate to spread the word about Starlight's best kept secret, but their bottle and bond 10-year apple brandy is a monster.
Whoa!
Cody, if you need to delete that, if you if you put one too many nines there, it's okay. Nobody's gonna hate you for that, man.
Wow.
He's probably freaking out right now. Cody's like, hey, man, I'm sorry I put one too many nines in that. If you need me to just PayPal that back to you, PayPal just took YouTube just took a big chunk of that, but I'll give you back the rest if you need me to. Cave Barrel aged bourbon?
Thank you so
that
very
is
much.
That is
That's
crazy.
So generous.
I think that's the largest super chat we've ever had, which
That's
is
amazing.
just freaking nuts, man.
Oh my gosh.
That helps out the bourbon budget. Mine, not yours.
Wow.
Lord have mercy. Me too, Stephen. Me too.
I think we should just like this is just like Cody show.
This is the Cody show. Just Cody. Just what do you want? What am I drinking now, Cody?
Yeah, Cody.
Just pick a drink,
You
Cody.
want some William LaRue up there?
Jill, don't give him any ideas like that.
Will said it's the second largest. Wow.
Second largest. Okay. All right.
Darn.
Yeah, Cody's gone. He ain't even coming. Cody's like, oh, Lord, I messed up.
No, Cody.
Would you consider going to the huge bourbon release in Dallas in December at the Specs? Yeah, I mean, I would. So if we go to something like that, like if we go to a huge bourbon event, either I've got to be free and it's going to be fun. That's one criteria. Or they invite us and there's some, compensation for going, right? Whether it's bottles, access, or money. I am available to be bought at all times. I won't lie to y'all if something just sucks. I'm just going to tell you it sucks. But outside of that, just to go to an event, we're available for things like that, but it has to work with the schedule and there has to be some reason. I'm not just going to go to Dallas for the hell of it, but if it's really fun or I get access to some really good bottles or I get access to some really crazy event, or maybe, we can have a meetup there. There's some reason for it. I'm down to try some stuff like that. We've got several invites right now for events. Most of them are over the summer, though, and I just don't think I'm going to be able to make it to them. Because one of the most fun things we've ever done was the thing in Mississippi. The Spillway event in Brandon. We had a blast at that.
That was so much fun.
And then they just keep inviting us to stuff like that. Honestly, I just said, they emailed us randomly. I said yes. And then we go to that, and now they're the reason we got into Talladega and got hooked up with the Clyde Mays folks. They're the reason I went to all these barrel picks a week before last. It's just been fun.
Missouri Bourbon Fest in August. That sounds fun.
Sounds fun.
In Missouri, though.
Sounds fun.
Where?
And what date? Yeah.
Yeah, we have friends in Missouri, so I would love to.
They still want me to try the rice bourbon, but did Cody, have we seen him?
We'll tell Cody to message him if that was a mistake. Yeah.
I think you can take it back. I think you have so much time, but Cody, that's crazy, man. I don't want to take your money if you accidentally typed an extra 9 in. JT, give me a fresh Glencairn for the rice whiskey.
A fresh Glen. Have you ever had rice whiskey?
Sake? Isn't that rice whiskey?
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think I've had. But I don't know much about sake.
Okay, sake.
I've drank some, but I don't know much about it. I mean, I guess technically that's rice wine.
Yeah. So not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep. So yeah, right there, Larry's.
Okay. Sake.
Sake. Yeah.
Sake.
Limit. We're saying it the same way. Sake. Yeah.
Isn't that what we said?
I'm pretty sure that's what we said.
We said sake.
Sake.
Not
It's not sake.
It's just
not
one
sake.
Sake.
It's sake.
Sake.
Sake. Oregato, Mr. Rabato.
Yeah, Pours in the Park. Oh, yeah, you will be at Pours in the Park.
I will be at Pours in the Park, yes. I'll be at Pours in the Park, and we got a barrel pick with 13 colonies at some point, but I don't know exactly when.
Not in August. You just said that was June.
No. July is, it's Old Fourth.
Oh, okay.
And then August is, it's like a Tuesday in August, we're doing the...
But not, okay, we gotta coordinate.
It's later.
Okay,
It's after Pours in the Park. What do we got in August?
Mimi's trip.
Oh, it wasn't on my calendar.
It was in your mind.
Apparently, it was not.
Well, apparently you may have to change some things.
Okay, I will change some things. Let me know, woman.
Yes.
Calm down.
Yes,
Quit
ma'am.
chastising me on the stream. Cody just filled up Maggie. Cody he bought the new springs for the front of Maggie right there.
You don't like it.
It's different. It's not bad. I will give this is not a bad whiskey. This is single barrel cask strength. So this one, the problem with Louisiana is I would expect Louisiana would be a lot like Texas in that the whiskey gets a lot of flavor. Now, a lot of flavor from the barrel, a lot of heat. And if you want that flavor, like in a bourbon, I don't want that. With a rice whiskey, I don't know what a rice whiskey tastes like. So I might want a little more of that barrel flavor. Bob, it's probably not going to be a double oaked. It's going to be the bourbon. We might be able to do something with them on the double. I don't know. I've been trying to get 13 Colonies to give us some fun, exclusive stuff, and they've been like, eh. So
August 5th through the 8th is the Missouri Bourbon Fest.
Is that when I'm in Michigan? It's close to when I'm in Michigan for sure.
I think that's when you're at the Junkies Pours in the Park thing. I'm pretty sure that's the same time. Wow.
I'm sold out of the 6-pack of the Brewzle Glencairns. Oh man, let me know. I'll fix that. It should be sold out. We got plenty of those. Sake. Okay.
Sake.
Josh, don't say stuff like that in the chat, man.
Oh my goodness. Josh is now my new best friend.
And some folks are a little behind. This is all right. This is obviously not a bourbon. I can kind of taste some of that sake influence, some of that rice influence to it. It's definitely got some interesting kind of barrel flavor and heat to it. I could see how somebody would like it. I don't think it's bad at all in any way. I think this is actually very interesting. It's just not something I would go back to. But this also appears to be a barrel pick. So it might be a little off profile, right? So when you go to do a barrel pick, you've got two options. And you'll see it in the video where I went with Spillway. You got two options. You either get the thing that all the bourbon nerds that are there want to drink, or you get the thing that's more mainstream that everybody probably, that they can sell, that people will actually buy. So this seems, I don't know if this is off profile and it's more you got to be into this to really love it, or if this is exactly on profile and exactly the mainstream thing that people want with a rice whiskey. But it's definitely got a little of those kind of, it's not bitter, so the oak tannins are not bitter, but I definitely get a little of that kind of raisiny barrel tannin from it.
Is Ben Holiday from Missouri? Is that a Missouri bourbon?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, actually, you're in Michigan the 4th, 5th. That's their event.
So I could just change it, fly from there. And
you could. Oh yeah, you're flying.
I'm flying, but maybe I could change it. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you could.
I could just cancel my flights, drive to Michigan, then drive to Missouri. That seems like a lot of driving.
And drive to Utah, that's a lot of driving.
You gonna go with me? You got to go with me if I'm gonna drive to Utah.
We gotta talk about that. I looked at plane tickets
When
today.
when are we going to Utah?
It's that next week.
What is
in
it?
August.
Give me some dates. Cody just fell off the face of the earth.
I know, Cody, you can retract
Cody,
that, buddy.
it's okay, Cody. Don't
We'll
worry.
figure
Like
it
we,
out.
that sounds like something I would do, Cody. I'm sorry. It's okay. We'll straighten it out.
Yeah, seriously, reach out to us. We'll
Oh,
fix
Maggie's
that.
been doing good, Austin. She drove back. I went and picked her up in Dayton, Ohio, drove her over to Louisville, then drove her home, and she did great. No problems whatsoever. Drove her around this weekend. She's been doing great. Is there a
Took her
weeded
to
barrel
a car
pick?
show.
Took her to a car show. Is there a weeded barrel pick? I don't think so. I'm gonna hit up Ben Holiday pretty soon. Like I may email them tomorrow. I really want their soft red wheat, so that would probably be the first one. Although the Crittenden's bottled in bond is a weeded bourbon. I'm pretty sure. Like I'm fairly confident their bottled in bond is a weeder. So technically, that's not a barrel pick. The 4 grain we did barrel pick. I'm assuming one of the 4 grains is wheat, but I'm not 100% sure of that. Whiskey in the winter is December in St. Louis.
Ooh, I love St. Louis.
What's my thought on 18-year Crown? I don't have any thoughts on it. I need to try it. Bourbon Fest is close to St. Louis. What year is Maggie? 1972 Lincoln Continental. Have you had Burnham Barrel Proof or Burnham? I don't know. Yes, I have one. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I like it. And that's a wheat whiskey, so it's not a wheated bourbon. It's just wheat.
Oh,
But it's pretty good. I think you would actually like it. We'll try it here someday.
here someday.
Rock and Rye have not. Wild Turkey 101 12 year? No. I need it though. Driftless Glen would be like we might do something with them. That's pretty good whiskey. I like that. I like that whiskey
And
enough
I
to do
love their
something with it.
bottle. So if anybody can tell me if they're farm to bottled, then that's just it.
They got words on the back if you want to try to read them, Jill.
I might try to read them.
Crittenden's Bottle and Bond is good stuff for sure.
Ooh, Utah Distillery.
High West is there. We probably should try to. Maybe we should do a barrel pick with High West. I don't even know if they do that. I'm assuming they do. Wild Turkey 12 years insane. I wish I need one. I love some turkey, so I have not tried Broken Barrel. Driftless Glen Rye is funky and good. When you would see Meleck, somebody just sent us this one. It arrived in the mail the other day, and it's pretty good. It's not a flavor I'm just going back for a lot, but I could see how somebody could like that.
I didn't try that one.
Cask strength bottle. If we did a barrel pick, we would probably do it at cask strength. Willet Pot Reserve. You're talking about pot still. So the pot still I have is kind of old. It's been around for a while. It's right over there. See it by the Willet Purple Tops. It's the older version. I need to try the newer one. Mine's been around forever. I didn't care anything for it. I get a lot of like youthful kind of grassy notes on it. It just wasn't something I was looking for. $40 for a Weller Special Reserve is it worth it? It's a pretty good whiskey. If you're just getting into bourbon and $40 is not a lot of money to you, sure. But normally I find those at like $25-ish. Have I tried any Stag Non-Junior? I think I have a Stag Non-Junior. I'm not sure it's the one that's open right now. I do think, yeah, that one right over there is a Stag Non-Junior. And it's a lot better than the other Stag Junior I had open. And I'm assuming you're talking about the new Stag Non-Juniors, not George T. Stag. Very different because of the rice. Yeah, the rice and the heat. I think it, just Louisiana.
Oh, so that one's from Louisiana.
Richland rum. I need to try some Richland rum. That's just over in Georgia. We go by it every time every time you go to Disney, we got to ride right by Richland rum. And that, like right there is where you like turn left. We'll go right through there to go to 13th Colonies. They're like right in that area.
Check out High West if you can. Went last year, great trip. We should do that.
So I have a bottle of High West, just normal bourbon. I tried their Yippee Ki-Yay the other day when I was at the Willet we did a Willet barrel pick, a Willet purple top pick with Spillway, and they have like a tasting room where people have just donated bottles. And there was a Yippee-Ki-Yay from High West in there that was just like, it was just like graham crackers. It was so interesting. Obviously the Midwinter Nights Dram's what we keep here. Somebody has given me a bottle of Burr Rye. Really early in my bourbon journey, somebody gave me a bottle of the Burr Rye, and I really enjoyed that. I bought in the Orlando Bourbon Hunt a bottle of their normal bourbon, and that'll be one of the options we try on the stream after that video goes live. Mark with the $10 super chat, just because you guys are great. Thank you,
Mark.
Did we ever find, like, did he ever show back up?
No.
I feel bad.
We're going to fix it. We'll figure it out. Will can.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm stuck on Jefferson's Ocean and Elijah Craig Toasted. Hey, those are good choices. The Ocean depends on which one. Holiday. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about Holiday, Brandon. I love the bottle and bond, but they sent the soft red wheat, and that's really, really good stuff too. I might like the red wheat better. I'll have to try them. I'll have to blind them, but I think I might like the red wheat better. I have some Wilderness Trails around here somewhere. Swamp Fox Distillery, whiskey and moonshine. I haven't tried any, but thanks for the super chat there, Matt. Barrel shopping. I'm thinking I'm flying up Friday, although I might have to change that flight up because I've heard there might be some things going on Thursday we might be able to do. I can't talk about those things.
Where, at Jockey's thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to go up Friday and do some hunting on Friday around wherever the event is before. And then Friday night's the VIP event, Saturday's the event. So I'm sure hopefully I can do a little bourbon hunting while I'm up there. Yellow spot, go for blue spot, foolproof. I think I have yellow and green spot. I don't think I've had any blue. Eric with the $10 super chat, following Mark, been lurking for a while. Thanks for the great content. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Eric?
I haven't had any flatboat. Don't know. Winchester Double Oaked. Honestly, if something was called Winchester Double Oaked, I would think it's named after a shotgun. And then I would be like, this is a marketing stunt. I'd probably just pass on that. But I'll have to keep an eye out for it. Old Elk Double Wheated. I have not had that one. I have had an Old Elk Wheated, but not a Double Wheated. Yes, at some point we're going to try more rums. I think maybe this barrel pick will get us into a few more rums. We've got the Brewzle Mixed channel, if you haven't seen that, where we're going to be trying a bunch of different whiskeys, but typically just mixing them. So trying rums with different things. But I like rum. I'm a fan of rum. If you haven't tried a rye, what should I start with? So if you've tried bourbon but not rye, I would kind of ease into the rye. So like a Michter's rye, Sagamore rye, like something that is very bourbon friendly as far as rye goes. And then work your way into those more serious rye releases. Brunswick. Oh, so Richland rum isn't in the city of Richland. Don't they have signs in Richland though? Don't they? Do they have a facility there and then they're distilling on the coast? Is that what that is, Robert? And then are you also way, way behind? Sagamore rye is good stuff. The cask strength's really good. Do you make your own blends? Not yet, but conversations are being had. It'll probably be next year before anything like that happens, though. Josh picked up a $15 bottle of George Dickel. It's not bad. Okay, I believe you.
He doesn't agree with you, but he believes you.
I believe you. I believe you that our tastes are very different. Do I like Willet Rye Green Top? Yeah, actually, I do like the Willet Rye Green Top. They let us try, when we were there, they let us try a 7-year Willet Green Top. That was really good. But the normal 4-year Willet Rye, I think, is a pretty good rye. Where's my Scotch shelf? It's in the back. There's a closet. There's a door over here that goes, and honestly, that's not knocking Scotch, because I have a ton of, all my ryes are back there. Everything not bourbon is back there, and the bourbons that are not open yet, just because we're out of space. But I've got, I don't know, what have I got, 10 or 15 scotches back there.
How many times has Jill kicked you tonight? None.
None yet.
There's been no
None yet.
promises. There's been no hand on the none. He's doing good tonight.
I'm doing fantastic.
I'm
Look at
very
me.
Proud of you. Look at you.
I feel like she's being
good.
condescending right now. Now she's gonna hit me. Yeah, I've tried to tell him Basil
ruin
Hayden.
it. Look
Why
at
do
it.
I have to ruin it?
I was not. I was.
You're
really,
being really good too, Jill.
You're
Look
being
at
such
you.
a good
Let me give me a
boy.
kiss, Jill.
Oh my gosh.
You can tell Nate Scotch is disgusting. Look. Oh, now she's mad at me.
There ain't enough Thomases for that one.
Okay, now I crossed this very serious line here, people. I'm sorry. I did not get to buy the second purple top barrel. I tried. I did not. There's a Utah distillery other than High West. I don't know.
What is my unicorn Starbucks mug state? Oh,
What is it?
I don't know. Let's see.
It got to be a state you've been to.
Yeah. I need to go and do inventory on my mugs.
So Josh, like I said, we've got some Crittenden's bottle and bond coming that's wheated. I think the 4-grain from them may be wheated, and then I'm going to talk to Ben Holiday pretty soon about trying to do a wheated there for sure. No, I did not lick her forehead. That would be weird and strange and unusual.
All of which he is weird and strange and unusual.
Well, first of all, y'all got to understand, Jill is moderately easily embarrassed. I, on the other hand, I was raised to not be embarrassed. One of my dad's favorite things in the entire world was to embarrass us as children, just do outlandish things. And so, you develop this tolerance. You just develop this humor of where, other people's opinions of what's going on to you do not matter. Jill did not get that same raising.
No.
And so when I do things that are a little weird, she gets embarrassed and then she gets very upset at me. And at that point, I thought it would be funny. My humor's a little weird. If y'all haven't figured that out from the channel, I don't know how to tell you. But on the other hand, I did not realize how mad she was going to be at me. Y'all, right now,
not as mad as Ava was.
She's keeping it pretty contained right now, but she is at an 8. She's at a solid 8 right now on the mad scale.
Oh yeah, it's a definite 8.
Oh, I'm gonna catch some flack about this one after the stream's over, just so y'all know.
So when I'm not on here anymore, y'all know whose fault it is. This guy.
Oh, I lick you on the forehead once and you quit?
I'm not quitting yet, but you know. I don't like stuff like that. I love you.
Yeah, very old Barton, great for $16 for sure. Did I go to another event and not text her? What are you talking about?
Yeah, he don't text back.
Text back?
Rip TJ, yes.
I'm done. Oh yeah, I'm finished. I am over. So we do have a website for the barrel picks, Josh. It's just not really being advertised right now because, realistically, we drop it in the patron group. So we may, the problem with a barrel pick is even if we water it down, and we don't like watered down whiskey, so we tend to pick higher proof stuff. You're going to be talking about 180 to 200 bottles in a barrel tops. And what are we at right now? Our patron is, and not that everybody will buy from patron, right? Some folks will pass, and the goal, we have 153 patrons at this point. So if it's less than 153 bottles, if all of them buy one, it's gone. But we are trying to we should have over, next month, I'm hoping we're rolling out a barrel pick or 2. And then we may roll out 2 to 4 barrel picks a month for 3 or 4 or 5 months in a row. And then we'll keep picking them and hope they keep coming in. So we've got, I'm hoping next month we've got a couple of barrel picks. The following month we might have 4. And then the following month we'll have 2 or 3. And then we're working on more and more and more of those. So there's, we have a website for people to buy them, but unless you're a patron, the odds of you getting one at this point are kind of slim, unfortunately. And I don't want to pay for play. I love to buy a barrel that has 8,000 bottles. So at some point, what we're going to do to combat that is we're talking about buying barrels and doing kind of a custom Brewzle blend that maybe has, a lot more bottles available so patrons can buy what they want, but then there's stuff available for y'all as well. And that's what we're going to try to get to. I did try Dragon's Milk. I don't know if it was the Origin. Can't wait to find a barrel. Gabba, with the $12 super chat. The Frey Ranch barrel proof stuff is fantastic. Yes, so grab
Frey
that.
Ranch
Sure.
is just.
Quincy's gonna leave me. He's like, "Could Jill just start her own channel if she leaves?" You just have this one.
TJ's leaving.
Y'all go for it.
Yeah, no, get back over here. Stop being a baby. Just because everybody thinks you're weird now. He's leaving, y'all. I don't know. What do y'all want to talk about? Frey Ranch is the GOAT. Frey Ranch is awesome. Love it. Frey Ranch, can I do a barrel pick? if it's just me, can I do a barrel pick? Please. I really want to. You're my favorite.
Go for it.
Bourbon. What am I doing?
Do your own barrel pick.
Okay. How do I do that?
I don't know. Not my problem. It's your channel now, Jill.
Oh, come back over here, you big baby. It's okay. Don't nobody really want you to leave.
Did you call me a big baby? You couldn't call me a normal size baby?
Well, I mean, you're not.
Is that a fat joke, Jill?
No.
JT with the $4.99 super chat. Need recommendation from in a single barrel? That's not me. I'm trying to read it. That's what it says. Need recommendation for a single barrel proof bourbon, and I can get that Old Forester everyone is talking about.
Ooh.
Can't get the Old Forester everyone's talking about. I don't know what everyone's talking about. The 1920 here is usually regularly available. This is high proof, but it's not single barrel. The Jack Daniels, that won the blind here tonight, and normally you can try to get that. So the Jack Daniels single barrel proof is actually fantastic.
It didn't win yours, but it won mine.
I know I'm blocking the camera.
That's the nice.
That's what won mine, but if you can't get that Old Forester, try that Jack Daniels single barrel proof. Or what you want to do is find a store, right, in your area that does barrel picks. And just ask them, like, do y'all do barrel picks? Do you have any available? Because sometimes they'll have them sitting out as a display. Sometimes they're just up on the shelf. Josh should move. Josh should quit watching and go over to your channel.
No, everybody loves you. You know that.
What's my opinion on Basil Hayden? I'm not a huge fan. It's just like, we chase proof. And Basil Hayden's just kind of basic for an expensive whiskey. Like, they just took it, they marked it up, and then it's kind of low proof. So it's not something I drink an awful lot. As far as joining the patron group, they should be dropping links in here. The bot should be doing it. Other folks should be doing it. But, I mean, you could always just search for Patron and Brewzle, and that'll pull it in as well. Have I tried Midwest? So I'm assuming when you say Midwest, you're talking about Middle West right here. This was a bottle I picked up on a bourbon hunting video. And so what we're thinking about doing with the bourbon hunting videos is when I go bourbon hunting, one of the things we had considered doing was actually waiting or like trying them at the end of the video. So when I buy it on a bourbon hunt, at the end of the video, I try it. I give you a review. I taste it, whatever. Those videos were getting way too long. And nobody, like once I started tasting whiskey, everybody bailed. They wanted to see me buying whiskey. They didn't want to see me tasting whiskey. So we decided to start holding these until that video came out, and then in the live stream the Monday following. So the video come out on Friday, and then the Monday following we would actually try the whiskey. This one, I don't even know where I bought this. I'm assuming this was Nashville or something like that. But I bought this somewhere, and I've been holding on to it. Like, someday I'm actually going to try it. But unfortunately, it's taking a while to get videos out. So do you have like the little, you see over there next to the buffalo, there should be like an opener. Because I don't have the fingernails to get under this.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Got a little knife on it. So I don't know if I was supposed to be holding this. Now I'm holding the Orlando. So the Orlando will probably be the first one that we do like this. So I've got all the stuff we bought in Orlando. This one, I don't even know where I picked it up. I just know it's been sitting on the bar for weeks and weeks and weeks at this point. So it's worth giving a try. This is Middle West Spirits Straight Wheated Bourbon Whiskey. And it says it's a Michelin 1 Reserve. I don't know if that means something to somebody, but it means nothing to me. Smooth, full-bodied, 4-grain, small batch craft. Handcrafted in the heart of the Ohio River Valley.
Well,
I don't think I bought this in Ohio, though.
It's a.
I was just up in Dayton. I don't think I bought this in Ohio. Let's give it a try. Get a fresh Glen for that one. Oh, the Green River Wheateds are pretty good for $30 for sure.
Middle West.
I like Makita 10. I think that's a good whiskey. You like when I do tastings live, just one opinion. So with the live versus on the video, like on the video, it bailed. So on the live, I just get, I get liquored up and we try a bunch of stuff. That's usually how these go. It is 10 o'clock though. We're at the end of what we're supposed to. So at the end of this stream, I'm going to jump over on Discord and we will have an audio chat for everybody that is still hanging out. It is for supporters only. So if you're in the Discord, or if you're in Patreon, if you're a channel member here, jump into the Discord, sign up for that as well. Ping me, ping a mod, ping an admin, ping somebody. We'll get you into that chat. Maybe kind of tough to get you into the one tonight, but then you'll be able to join all the ones afterwards. I'll try to look for the one tonight, but I'll be talking. I'll be flapping my gums. What is it? Who texted you? What we got?
Brooke was like, should Jackson file for unemployment because we're going to break up our...
Oh, she must be behind.
I guess,
She's behind on the
so.
live stream.
Yeah. I'm not quitting, people. I'm going to come back, but he needs to behave. He knows I don't like stuff like that.
I mean, what, licking you
A
on the
kiss would have
forehead?
been appropriate. A kiss on the forehead, that's appropriate.
Forehead lick is so much funnier,
No, it's
though.
not.
It's so funny.
To you, in your weird brain, that might be funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's not funny to me.
Really funny to me.
No, not funny.
So, I need to come back to this. What's the proof on this? I can't. Does it say down there in those shiny ass letters that I can't see?
How do they join Discord?
Where my link? Right there. Big J Rock just dropped the Discord link. Hopefully that link works. If not, he can get a new one. I need to come back to this when we have not drank so much high proof whiskey, because there's nothing off-putting about this whatsoever. But at the same time, there's nothing really distinctive or unique about it either.
We're a team. They love us as a pair. See?
We're not getting up, dude. We've been stuck together for like 25 years at this point. This is a life situation, whether we want it or not.
Big baby brain.
Baker 7's fantastic. So like, there's nothing bad about this. But there's nothing that just really captures my imagination either. But at the same time, we've drank a lot of high proof stuff. So I'll have to come back to this when that is not the case. We are still carrying 437 people in this live stream at 10 o'clock, which is fantastic. We had, what do we have? We had like 800 concurrent viewers at one point. That was fantastic. We are going to call it a stream. Again, I'm going to jump over on Discord for the supporters only. We got a voice chat. It's a two-way chat. Everybody can talk. You ain't got to just sit here and listen to me.
Nope.
You can ask questions, or I can sit there and listen to you. That's even better. Y'all tell me all the things. Tell me where I'm wrong when I say Old Forester 1920 was the best of this particular
no,
blind.
I put mine
It is
up.
better than the
No.
Russell's Reserve.
Not better than the Jack.
It beat the E.H. Taylor. It beat the Knob Creek 12, and it smacked Jack Daniels' butt.
No, it did not.
It didn't really. No, it
No.
was a little. It was this much.
No,
this much.
it didn't even.
This much.
No.
This much. I appreciate all y'all joining. This was a fun live stream. We had a good time. Next Monday, it's iffy. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm going to be on vacation.
But if we are, we'll put it up, right? It'll be.
I have the ability, like the setup I took, like we could take a different mic and stuff, but the setup I took to Louisville, we could take that setup and do a live stream. But it's unlikely. Like I might just take the week.
Shortened version.
It would be a very short, maybe. I don't know. I get drunk and we tend to just stream for hours. But realistically, probably won't stream next Monday. Probably won't. But
So
keep
if you
an eye out.
see us, it'll be
Yeah.
a surprise.
It will be. I'm like, oh my God, he's live. Probably won't stream next week. So I won't stream next week. We will stream the week after that, and then the week after that I can't stream because I'm on a work trip I'm in Austin, Texas for that week. So we are only streaming one of the next 3 weeks. So if I can go live next Monday, I will. I would much rather not. I don't want to miss 2 of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but it is unlikely. I appreciate everybody hanging out. Don't forget to hit the like button for me if you would. If you're not a member of the patron group and you want to do that, there should be links dropping in the conversation right now. Also, join the newsletter. We're trying to build that newsletter because you never really can tell when YouTube's just going to quit promoting alcohol content. And so we want to build that newsletter up so we can get in touch with you when we're doing fun and cool stuff. And we're going to drop, the barrel picks and stuff that don't get picked up by patrons there as well. And that doesn't cost you anything other than an email address and us sending you some emails every once in a while. So appreciate everybody hanging out. It's been a really, really fun live stream. And we will see you, if not next Monday, the Monday after that, or in some of the videos we're going to be dropping here soon.
Y'all have a good night.